Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At mydogdied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who has lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Hello, friends. It's Don Barnes here again with another letter from the heart. Today, I want to share with you a beautiful and heartbreaking message from Tammy, a 51-year-old from the coastal town of Trinidad, California. Tammy reached out to us in the days after losing her beloved dog, Gracie, a spirited 2-year-old Beagle who left this world far too soon. As I read this letter, I invite you to open your heart and honor the deep connection between a woman and her adventurous companion. Dear Don, I still can't believe I'm writing this. Just 2 weeks ago, Gracie was snuggled in my lap, her warm breath puffing softly against my arm as we watched the campfire flicker under the stars. Now, I'm left with an empty leash and a hollow ache that doesn't seem to go away. Gracie wasn't just my dog, she was my compass. She reminded me to laugh, to slow down, and to be present. I adopted her at 8 weeks old from a small shelter just outside Eureka. She had these floppy ears too big for her tiny head, and a nose that never stopped twitching. The moment we locked eyes, I knew I'd met my trail buddy, my water sprite, and my best friend. Gracie had this unbelievable talent. She loved to swim, not just a little splash here and there, but full-on, long-distance swims. We'd go down to Big Lagoon, and she'd leap into the water like she had gills. She once swam across the entire cove chasing after a driftwood log. I stood there holding my breath, ready to dive in after her if she got tired, but she didn't. She paddled like a champ and returned with the log, as if to say, "What? You thought I couldn't do it?" She loved our camping trips most of all. The smell of pine needles, the rustle of raccoons in the night, the thrill of uncharted trails. It was paradise for her. But it was during one of those trips just last month in the Trinity Alps that I lost her. We had been hiking near Canyon Creek, a trail we'd done a dozen times before. Gracie spotted a deer in the distance, and before I could call her back, she took off. I waited. I searched. I called her name until my voice cracked. The sun set, and still, no sign. For days I returned with flyers, food, and hope, but eventually I had to leave the mountain without her. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe she got lost. Maybe she found peace by a stream she loved. All I know is that something in me shifted. The silence in the car ride home was deafening. I cried so hard I had to pull over more than once. I found mydogdied.com while looking for comfort. I typed "grieving a lost dog" into Google, and there you were. I listened to one of your episodes and sobbed, not because it made me sadder, but because it made me feel less alone. Don, thank you for this space. It's a lighthouse for those of us adrift in grief. Gracie gave me 2 beautiful years. She reminded me how to be alive, and even though she's gone, her spirit swims on, strong, determined, and always chasing joy. With love and gratitude, Tammy, oh Tammy. Thank you for sharing Gracie with us. What a magnificent soul. I can just picture her, ears flapping, tail wagging, cutting across that cold water with fearless joy. The loss of a young dog, especially one so full of life, shakes us in ways we can't explain. But what you've shown us is the true measure of love. Gracie's legacy isn't just in her adventures, it's in the way she changed you, the way she brought out your courage, your connection to nature, and your capacity for deep, soulful love. We often think of grief as an ending, but Tammy, your letter reminds us that grief is also a tribute, a reminder that something precious existed and still exists in memory, in spirit, and in the stories we share. To everyone listening, if you've lost your Gracie, you are not alone. Until next time, I'm Don Barnes. Be gentle with yourself. And remember, love, once given, never truly leaves.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit mydogdied.com or call us at 855-925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, email us. Your stories at mydogdied@gmail.com.